summer. The big question is foxtails, how to prevent your dogs from, or cats for that matter, dealing with foxtails, the prevention and then treatment methods. This morning we have Dr. Kelly Weaver from Fresno Pet ER joining us this morning. So nice to see you.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. And then we have your dog Jack, who's wearing his no-no jersey here.
This is his tribute to Timmy's no-no last night.
Very nice. So. Of course, the Fresno Pet ER, big supporters of the Giants and of the Fresno Grizzlies, so we're supporting that. But we also want to support our dogs staying safe from these foxtails.
Absolutely, absolutely. This has been a really bad foxtail season. It's been so dry, so it started even earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had a client in last week that had like her third foxtail run of the year already, and you know, you're like, oh, just don't walk in those areas. And she said, no, my property up at Shaver, I've got to go through an easement that's owned by another company that I can't control, and to get down to the lake, it's the only way I can do it. So we talked about other ways that you can, when you come back from a walk, definitely check any spot, brush out their coat, in between their toes, their tails, that kind of thing. But these foxtails have a one-way ticket through your dog's body. Once they go in, they don't come back out. They just keep migrating through. And they like any kind of orifice, so we see them mostly eyes, ears, nose, and genitals, any opening there is, and definitely between the toes.
Yeah, because they're kind of shaped like an arrow, so they go in, they just kind of work their way. Oh my goodness, pulling them out of the nose right there.
That was a bad
Through the pads of the feet. That was
huge.
A really bad one. So I'd imagine you can tell your dog's in pain, and that's what you need to get them checked out.
Right, and when they get it up their nose, they pretty much don't stop sneezing. They just keep continually sneezing. Dr. Dobbins took some out of the lungs of a dog last year that had been in for over a year.
Wow.
All kinds of tests had been done and things by his regular vet to try and find out what was going on. And then he finally went down there with the scope and pulled him out for him. But so they can hang out for a long time.
Okay, so if we can't avoid, taking our dogs for a walk in the foxtails, there's a new product out.
Yeah, it's actually been out for a couple of years, but it hasn't been into the mainstream. It's made by a company called Outfox, and it's a little bit of a beekeeper's kind of mask that we'll let Jack demo here. That they can actually
Jack,
drink.
A good boy. Oh, that's pretty good.
They can drink. They can drink water with it on. It hooks to their collar, and we put it on him yesterday, and he immediately went and played with his brother up and down the hallway. Didn't care one bit, and came over and tried to get a drink. He actually tried to eat with it on, which they can't do.
How do they drink water out of that?
They just put their face right in the stream or the water bowl, and you should see these big groups of dogs running in the fields. And so if you've got a dog that's a ranch dog that has to go and work cattle, that you're equestrian, that you have a dog that goes on the trail with you, you've got a search and rescue dog. They don't have a choice, but this is a way to protect them.
Perfect. And if not, if your animal's in pain, bring them to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't wait on a foxtail, especially on the other side of your nose and the other side of your ear. It's your brain.
It's your brain.
So don't mess around with it.
All right, Dr. Weaver, thanks so much for joining us. If you want to know more